Good morning, class 8. Today our topic is the uses of concave and convex mirrors, that is uses of spherical mirrors we will do. Okay. Now see that let's first do the uses of convex mirrors. Okay. See the first point. Convex mirrors are used as a street light reflectors since they can diverge rays over a large area. Why? You have seen that for convex mirrors, you have seen, say, this is the mirror. The light rays, say this is the principal axis. The light rays, after reflection, they diverge for convex mirrors, right? They seem to diverge from a point on the principal axis known as focus, we have learned. So, convex mirrors you are behaving as diverging mirrors. That's why convex mirrors are known as diverging mirrors. They diverge light ray. That means light rays, incident light rays after refraction, they diverge. They spread over a larger area. That's why light rays can be formed over a larger area. That's why they are beneficial if we use as street light reflectors, right? That means a larger area will be lighted. As a result also, they are used as a vigilance mirrors. That means the mirrors used for keeping a close survey or watch in the shopping malls, departmental stores and offices. See? Because if light rays are diverged over a larger area, that means, in shopping malls or departmental stores, then it will be easier for the ones who are keeping a watch to actually notice the activities over a wider area. Then with the help of these mirrors, this mirror can cover, see, it can cover a wider area. Why? Because due to the diverging of the rays formed by reflection from a convex mirror, right? Now also, if you have noticed, we have done the image formation by a convex mirror, and if you remember, the image formed was virtual, erect and diminished. So due to the diminished image, as convex mirrors always formed an erect and diminished image, therefore as a rear view mirrors in the cars, they are used. That means to see the vehicles coming from behind. In class 9 we will learn that a question that why convex mirrors are preferred over plane mirrors as a rear view mirrors of the car. Why? Because see, they are forming diminished images. As a result, what is happening? It will be easier to actually view that means more number of cars which are behind. Rather than if I use, say, plane mirror, then what will happen? I will be able to see only a limited number of cars. So basically, because why? Plane mirrors form same size of the image as the object, but whereas convex mirrors, they are providing diminished images. So we get a wider view of the vehicles coming behind. That means we get to see a wider area, a field of view. It's being larger. We will be able to see over a larger area, and it will cover more number of vehicles which are actually coming behind. We'll be able to see as much as possible. Okay. So learn the 3 uses of convex mirror. Don't worry, this point we will do it in class 9 also with the help of ray diagram. For this class, just learn the 3 uses. Okay, don't have to worry about the diagrams. Just learn the 3 uses for convex mirrors. Next is uses of concave mirror. Now, do you remember that concave mirrors, what happened when rays are parallel to principal axis? That means rays are coming, say, from a very large distance. So they are parallel. So where do they actually meet? Say this is a concave mirror. This is a principal axis. Rays coming like this, where do they meet? After reflection, they actually meet at a point called focus, right? We have learned this for concave mirrors. So that's why if solar heaters, concave mirrors are used So sun rays falling on the solar heaters after reflection, they will fall at a point known as the focus. So if at this place the food is kept, it will be easier for us to cook then, because the sun rays will be concentrated over this area, right? The sun rays are actually concentrated. See, parallel rays meeting at this point. So isn't it actually enabling the fact that the rays are being concentrated over a smaller area. That's why it will be actually useful for heating up the food in a proper way. You imagine, say, light ray falling over a larger area, and you imagine light ray falling over a smaller area, concentrated over a smaller area. In which case heat will be produced more? When it's concentrated over a smaller area, it will be heating up. That amount of the light rays coming and heating up over a smaller area, right? So, and also concave mirrors are used as reflectors in the headlights of automobiles, in searchlights, in floodlights, and in torches. See the ray diagrams. When the bulb is placed between the focus and the pole, as in a floodlight, divergent beam of light is obtained that can spread over a larger area. See this diagram we have done. Between the pole and the focus, between the pole and the focus, when it's kept, the bulb is kept, what is actually happening? We got a divergent beam. See, divergent beam. This is the only case of the concave mirror where we get this type of rays, the divergent rays. Otherwise everything is converging. That's why we call concave mirrors as converging mirror. And this is the only case of the concave mirror where we got it forms a virtual image, right? Isn't it? So then we'll get a divergent beam. And also, what about if I keep the bulb at the focus, then what will I get? Parallel beam of light rays. See, if the bulb is placed at the focus of the concave reflector, as in the case of torch and headlights of a car, powerful beam of parallel light is obtained. Okay, so just remember the points, that how they are used as a reflectors in headlights or automobiles, in searchlights, in floodlights, and in torches. Next, they are used by the dentists to see an enlarged image of a tooth. Obviously, because concave mirrors are converging mirrors, they are used for focusing light rays over a smaller point. So they will be able to see, say, not even dentist. It can happen for, say, when the doctors are examining, say, small internal body parts such as the inside of the ear and nose. So it will be beneficial for them if they use the concave mirrors and they can focus the light over a smaller area, right? They will be able to see enlarged image, because see, for concave mirrors, most of the cases we get enlarged image, right? So that's the case then. Also, they are used as shaving mirrors also for the same property. This you don't have to learn. Okay, so learn the uses of spherical mirrors, concave as well as convex mirrors. Okay. Just a recap, that which mirror is known as the converging mirror, concave mirror, and diverging convex mirrors. Okay, remember this point and then go through the uses. Okay, so that's all from the uses of spherical mirrors.